Call of Duty Vanguard, a throwback shooter that no one asked for. Yet another World War II game in the COD franchise. A game that should at least feel fine to play, seeing as it's on the IW8 engine, the same engine that Modern Warfare 2019 used and thrived on. As usual, Sledgehammer is just doing the exact opposite of what the community wants. Let's get this out of the way first. One good thing I can say about this game is the visuals aren't terribly disappointing. Everything looks high quality, it is on the IW8 engine, but that's the end of any praise I can give. Vanguard is a very sludgy, blurry experience. The visibility is laughable, and 9 times out of 10 you won't clearly see the person killing you. They could be standing in front of you with bright LEDs hanging off their model, and you'd still question if it was in fact a person in front of you or a potted plant used for decoration. And while I talk about visibility, let's get this problem of the sun out of the way. If the sun is even slightly in your peripheral vision, you cannot see. The sun overlaps any texture that should load in front of it. It's as if a supernova is constantly happening in the skybox. And on top of all the visual noise that is already in this game, there are constant broken textures that will flash in and out of existence on your screen. And listen, I can already see the comments. It's a beta. It's meant to be broken so people can find all the bugs and visual glitches. But this is a COD beta. There has never been any difference between a COD beta and the final product other than the actual content in the game. What you get in the beta is going to be your first experience with the game at launch. This game feels very similar to Modern Warfare 2019. The sliding, tactical sprint, mounting, and gunplay are pretty comparable. But everything that is similar also feels downgraded. Let me explain. First off, the tactical sprint does not activate every time you double tap the shift key. And I know it's not supposed to in quick succession, but even if you do it at the right timing that it's supposed to work, it does not. You can be right off spawn, double tap sprint, and it will not activate. The mounting is slightly changed in a way that you can now move left and right while mounted, which is a slight upgrade, but then there's the downside of it not feeling like it does anything when you're mounted. Your control of your weapon does not increase. It basically seems like you're just laying your gun on the table, and it's not stabilizing anything. The gunplay suffers horribly at the moment because the attachments don't do anything. They have explanations and stats of what they're supposed to do, but they all seem to be visual differences at the moment. The sliding no longer offers the option of slide canceling, which is neither a good or a bad thing in my opinion, but I know some players will be unhappy with that. There's the introduction of certain destructible elements into the map design, which is a decent concept, but in practice it's just gimmicky at best. Any destruction that happens is very specific wooden walls or windows. There's nothing dynamic about it. It doesn't change gameplay in the slightest. It genuinely is just so Sledgehammer can say they have destruction in their game. Sound design is where this game truly falls on its face. Coming off of Modern Warfare 2019, you would expect tight audio with punchy guns and clear 3D spaces. But no. This game has completely done away with anything Modern Warfare did right in the audio department. Guns sound anemic. Footstep audio is just non-existent. Hit markers hurt your ears, and 3D audio just doesn't work. There's not a single good thing I can say about the audio in this game. There's no option to have good game sense or good map awareness when the audio does not work. You have to constantly have a UAV to have any sort of knowledge of enemy positioning. And that's on top of terrible spawn logic. All in all, don't waste your money on this sorry excuse for a AAA game. There is nothing that this game does better than the past installments. It does everything worse, in every way. I understand that this is going to sound hyperbolic, and I'm just hating to hate. But it genuinely saddens me that this is what we're getting from COD. I've been a fan of this series since I played Call of Duty Finest Hour back in God knows when, 2007? I want this franchise to succeed. I don't want any franchise to fail. I just want good games. I want games that come out finished. I want companies that take their fans' views and opinions into account, and that's just not the case right now. Developers are getting forced into releasing half-baked games because their publishing companies are so paranoid that hype will die down and the game won't make any money. That's a conversation for another day, though. I'm gonna end this by saying that there's no excuse for a game that comes out in 2 months to be in this state. Do not waste any of your money or time on it. Look elsewhere because there are franchises doing COD better than COD does. If you've played the beta, leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it's worth $60. Let me know if you're gonna buy it. I'm genuinely curious what other people think. But yeah, that's it, guys. That is my review of Call of Duty Vanguard. If I had to give it a number, it's getting a 1, because it is genuinely one of the worst COD shooters I've ever played in my life. But yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, give it a dislike, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.